Okay, in this video you're going to learn how to use a mini miter saw and box. So before we get started, let's look at some of our tools. We have these very small saws. They're mini miter saws. There's other types for sure. The blades are very sharp, so never touch the blade, and don't carry the saw by the blade like our other sharps, because this blade could cut you. So we always carry the saws by their handle and just point them downwards if we have to walk with them. But typically you should not, because these should always stay at the workbench and should not be moved across the room. This is your miter box. If you notice, there's a couple things that lines on it. This helps us cut objects in a straight line at a particular angle, like a 90-degree angle. On the bottom, one side has a lip and the other does not. That is because this side right here needs to go to the edge of the workbench, and we need to secure it down with a clamp. So I'm going to put this lipped edge here on the edge of the workbench, and I'm going to use my C-clamp to secure it down. So if you've never used a C-clamp, it's pretty easy. You just turn this to the right to make it go up, turn it to the left to make it go down. And this part, the twisty part, we want to make that put that down underneath the bench, because we don't want this up here where it's going to be in our way. So make sure that when you're clamping, this goes underneath the bench. Sorry, this goes underneath the bench. We'll put it on. There we go. And then I'm going to twist to the right. Make sure that's where I need it, all the way flush against that lip. There it is. It's nice and tight. So I can move this now and it's not going anywhere. So I just secured that down with the C-clamp. Now you want to get your objects that you're going to saw. A lot of times we might saw balsa wood in a miter saw, a mini miter saw. So you would put your wood in here. You might measure it out however long you want it. If you can, if you're using material you can clamp down, do. If not, you might want to have a friend or a helper help secure while you're sawing. So I'm going to just clamp that there to prevent it from moving while I'm sawing. I will use this saw here, and you place it inside the groove that you want to saw. And there it is. Sawing usually happens in one direction, but you definitely want a back and forth motion. I'm using my finger to secure this side, but make sure you don't put your fingers anywhere close to where it's being cut. And then you have a perfectly smooth cut piece of balsa wood. So again, sawing, you want a back and forth motion, but make sure that they're in the groove that you need. Secure your materials, but don't put your finger anywhere near that saw. And always hold the saw pointing down. Never hold the saw with your hands, because it is sharp and it can cut you.